Hey guys, welcome to my regular transmission where we talk about migration. Okay, it's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor here. It's a very busy weekend, but we have to keep, doing this to help as many people as possible. And today we're talking about another country you can migrate to if you're looking for various options. For those who know me very well and would follow me on all my social media handles on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, you'll be familiar with the fact that I talk about moving to several countries around the world. So be it the United States of America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Japan, China, South Korea, Georgia, Lithuania, Russia, Italy, France, Belgium, Holland, Spain. We've talked about several countries. Last time, 2 days ago, we talked about how to move to Switzerland. And you can check up all these videos on my YouTube channel. They're there for you to watch. Today, I've decided to talk about moving to Malta. Well, not I won't be talking about it, but like we do, I've decided to bring someone who resides and lives and has moved and has, migrated to Malta to share their experience, how they did it, how you can do it, how you can move as well to actualize your migration dreams. So let's not waste much time doing this. Let's go straight to the issue. So I'm going to bring her up. Boom. I'm going to bring her up now so that we can start this conversation as to Malta. Some people have been saying, what do you mean? Where is Malta? It's Malta, not Maltina. Okay. And it's not Malta Guinness. Okay. It's Malta. Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm fine.
I like your glasses. Let me wear my own too so that we'll be doing glasses together. It's great to see you.
Same here.
I like your hair too, orange style.
Yes.
All right, good. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have you on my Instagram live and share your experience. I had to research and look for you, and thankfully I found you. So we'll go straight to the point. I know that you live in Malta. You've lived in Malta for a few years. You have the experience living and working in Malta. Guys, if you have questions, keep putting your questions in the comment section, and we'll try as much as possible to answer. As yes, she has a cute smile and her hair is cute. Yes, she has a cute smile. All right, tell us quickly, where is this country called Malta?
Okay, so Malta is a Mediterranean island that is in the South Italy, and it has like 500,000. It's very small, very small island. Like practically in 1 hour you can go like the whole of Malta. So if you imagine Malta, you can just imagine like a rock in the middle of the sea, a rock in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. So it's a very tiny island, and it has its sister island also called Gozo and Comino. But Malta is like the largest. Gozo, followed by Gozo, and then Comino is like one family living in that island.
Okay.
So it's very close to Sicily, and it's I would say it's being made up of, because they speak Italian, most of them, and also Arab, because it's also close to Libya. So it's a mixture
it's
of
close to Libya. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the refugees that come with the boats, they end up in Malta. Maybe they might be heading to Italy, but they end up coming. Their boat end up coming on Malta. Maltese rescue team will end up going for them to rescue them. So it's close to Libya and also to Sicily, and their culture is diverse. Like you can have part of Italian culture, part of Arabic culture, and their own Maltese like little culture because it's made up of Arab and Italy
But they are
mostly.
still in the EU, correct?
Yes, okay. It's in the EU, in Schengen. Like if you have the Schengen visa, you can come here 3 months without no visa. Yes, it's in EU. And also they are being colonized. They were colonized by British. Okay.
Okay.
And they do
So they speak
everything.
English there as well. That's what
Yes,
it means.
yes, English is their official language, and they do everything like British. Their car, they drive the same side with the Britain and everything like them.
Perfect, perfect. And so that means they also spend euros, correct?
Yes, 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 the
Oh,
Spanish
awesome.
euros.
Okay. Thank you very much for that quick introduction.
You're
Let's
welcome.
go. Let's go a little bit in depth now. You
Okay.
moved from Nigeria down there, or
Not,
how did you move to Malta? How did you get to Malta?
okay. I moved from Italy to Malta. Okay, like I was in Italy. I'm Italian. Okay, and so I am Nigerian and Italian. So
Nigerian, Italian.
yes, Nigerian Italian. So
Yeah.
I was in Italy. I was living in Italy with my mom, with my parents, with my family, and then I was in a university in Italy. It happens that I was finding it a little bit difficult with Italian language. Happened that I didn't grow up all in Italy. I grew up part of my childhood was in Nigeria. So I moved in Italy. I moved back to Italy when I was 18 years. So I started the university. It was a little bit difficult for me. So the teacher, one of my lecturers, happened to be married to a Maltese woman. So he came to me and said, Paradise, I see that you speak very good English and you're a very, very bright student, but you're finding it a little bit difficult with Italian language. Why don't you move to Malta? So that was the first time I heard about Malta. They said, why don't you move to Malta and you do very great. They speak English, their university and everything. So have a think about it and decide because you're very good, but you're having a very difficulties studying with Italian language. So I thought about it, and then I didn't move straight to come to study. I moved to like for a holiday. I moved like for an adventure because I had no one. I don't know no one in Malta. So I just came for a holiday and I saw it. I stayed I think 2 weeks and I loved it and I decided to stay.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so people who are watching now, and we have people watching from all over, not just Nigerians,
Mm-hmm,
they'll be aching to know this, to ask this question. How can they
mm-hmm.
move? I usually would say that education is the easiest way to move, but how
Yeah.
do you think people can move from wherever they are down to Malta?
Education, yes, but everything changed now due to COVID-19. Okay. And to move to Malta right now, because first, they're no more giving visit visas or tourist visas like before due to COVID. So if you want to move to Malta right now, it has to be something church.
Church.
Yes. Because
Okay.
Malta is, St. Paul's passed through Malta, right? So we have
Okay.
it's St. Paul's blessed Malta. So it's very, very Catholic, like oriented.
Okay.
So it has to be something church or school. Okay. But having come like with school, you have to make sure that you are financially able, okay, to foot your bills and also to take care of yourself. Then, being with church, it's like, for example, if my daughter was to have the Holy Communion, I am entitled to bring my family, I'm entitled to bring my friends from all over the world because they hold it very, very high esteem. So, like, with that reason, they can give you visit visa, and from that, you can, migrate
Mhm.
away. Yes. And also a job. If you have a job that non-Maltese, like Maltese cannot do. For example, African restaurants, African hair, if you know how to do African hair, and there is a shop here, African salon that wants to employ you, they can employ you because Maltese cannot braid hair, African hair, or Maltese cannot cook African cuisine. You understand? So they have the right, like it's very easy for you to come with also employment.
Okay. So let's I hear you, three ways: church, work, and education. Let's talk a bit about the education. Tell
Okay.
us a bit about Maltese universities, the cost of tuition. What's the average cost of tuition down there in Malta?
Okay. So I'll start with the top universities. Okay.
Top
So if you
university.
come to Malta, everything is very limited due to the size of the country. We have everything one, 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 one. Okay. For example, the government hospital here is just one. It's Mater Dei. It's just one hospital, and then you have like private small, but then the private small also links to the major hospital. You understand? Just the
Mhm.
private ones is a way of the doctors. For example, you want to do something, it's urgent, but they give you a waiting list, okay, of maybe they can give you a waiting list of next year to do an operation that you know that is very, very, very like urgent. So what they do is they go to the private, the same doctor that does this operation in Mater Dei in the main hospital. So they will go to him privately, and then they will bring them in fast.
Okay.
You understand? To do the same operation in the same hospital, in the same public hospital.
Yeah.
So it's just a one hospital. Then coming to the university, we have just one, like we have University of Malta, which is the main university in Malta. And we have also MCAS, which is college. MCAS is Malta College of Arts, Science and Technology. They also have some courses that recently they started doing nursing, but before it was just about like vocational, thing. College is not just a university, but now it has been recognized as a university also. And second and third, we have Institution of Tourism, okay, where they do like hotel things, and also tourism is one of the main income that Malta has, like because due to tourists, good weather, more they have very, very good, amazing weather. We have just few months of winter, and so a lot of tourists come here for relaxation. And then there is American. These three ones I mentioned are all public. They are government. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have American University of Malta, which is private, and also Middlesex University, which is a branch from the Middlesex
UK.
in UK. So I'm going to tell you about nursing because I studied nursing here in the University of Malta, and I'm more like knowledgeable. So I'm going to just tell you, for example, if you want to study nursing, diploma, because if it's diploma or degree, so diploma in nursing, you have to like bargain around 11,000 a year, 11,000 euros a year.
11,000 euros. Okay.
Per year, yes. And I'll tell you that Malta is also, in terms of tuition and in terms of cost of living in Malta, is relatively low compared to other European countries. Okay, because we have a lot of even UK people coming here, Canadians, and even US coming to study here in Malta because it's very, very, very cheap compared to their country. So,
Okay.
but if you are EU, you don't have to pay, of course. And if someone wants to come to Malta and you don't have money, okay, come with a job. I'll advise you because there are so many benefits you will end up having along the way. I will tell you something. When I came, I wasn't recognized as EU immediately. Okay, so and I wasn't having this benefit that I'm having now. So I was still recognized because you know how color and everything. I was still being recognized as third country national. So what gave me the grace is that I started working. When I started working, I had the ID card. So having the ID card gave me the chance of studying free. You understand me? So
Okay.
because I was working, and I was doing health assistant. Okay, so I was working as a health assistant. So the government deemed it fit that I was studying nursing, so I would be an impact to the government later when I finish, because it's within my area of work job. So they granted me an exemption, all right, to study nursing. So I did not pay to study nursing, and even they were paying me for studying.
So the question is, if people are going to move, are going to move from Ghana or say Nigeria, how are they going to be able to get jobs in Malta?
Yes, there are, as I said, okay, to come to get a job is, for example, someone here, you have, or even there are websites, okay, for people that needs job, or there's one called Job Plus, and also maybe if you have someone, let's say those websites, we know how they are, but if you know, like someone, and or you find, let's say you find a job, or you find someone that is willing to employ you, you just the person needs to do your things here. They need to prepare your visa, everything from here. You just need to supply the person your documents, which he or she might ask you, and they would work everything from in Malta. Like, the person that is employing you would do all the job for you, and what you need to do is just to go to the embassy and get your visa. Like,
Okay,
there are
do
jobs,
you have
like there are jobs.
any of those websites? Do you have any of them?
Yes, one is Job Plus, and there are a lot which I have to write down. I don't have them. Like, yeah.
I will write
Yeah.
them here. Job Plus Malta.
Yes.
Any other one?
I would I would
Okay,
go through and
I'm
tell you
sure
later.
people will contact you later, but they can check
Yeah.
Job Plus Malta.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
to
also
get jobs.
Malta Park. So Malta Park also, they do Malta Park.
Okay, Malta Park.
Yes. And yes,
Malta
they
Park.
have a lot, and most of the things that work here is hand job. Forget about, like, yes, if you're a doctor, a nurse, or something, they need a lot, okay, of nurses and doctors, and also, like,
Let me quickly interject you. Do they employ nurses and doctors from Nigeria straight on?
yes. In fact, if you go to my YouTube, I have a YouTube channel where I talk about nurses moving to Malta. I help a lot of
Tell us briefly.
people.
Tell us briefly. Just tell us briefly.
So it's all about, like, I state how, for example, if the thing about Malta is that if you want to come to Malta, you have to do it yourself. No agencies, because they don't accept third party. They want to deal directly with the person. So if someone from Nigeria wants to move to Malta to work, they have to first go through MQRIC, which is Malta Qualification Registration Council, to know their grade. Okay, for example, you graduated as a diploma in Nigeria, they might grade you 6. So from grade level 6, you are eligible to work as a nurse, as a diploma nurse in Malta. So when you get that your grade, then you have to apply with the nursing council. When you apply with directly, I have all the links on my YouTube, everything, as in I gave it out. So you
Okay.
just contact the nursing council, and they would give you their requirements. You have to provide police conduct, you have to provide your registration, you have to be currently working in the country you are in, and also you have to provide just minimal things, like your qualification and all those things. Then they would tell you, you have an interview with them. If you pass everything, you will come over. They will do your visa for you.
Perfect. So Nigerian doctors and anywhere around the world,
Yes,
Malta is looking for
yes,
doctors and nurses. Perfect. And
yes,
for those who are not doctors and nurses, you've heard that there are some websites you can go to,
yes.
Malta Park for
There,
jobs,
there are a lot of construction. If you're into construction, if you're into
construction,
building the need, like, it's very, 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 like,
Job
good
Plus, Malta
job.
Park. Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. And of course, they can watch your YouTube channel. How do
Mm.
they get your YouTube channel? How do they find it?
Paradise dash Mellet.
Paradise,
Hyphen
Paradise,
Mellet.
hyphen,
Mellet.
not underscore, yeah,
No, hyphen, yes, Mellet.
hyphen Mellet. Okay, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, Paradise-Melit on YouTube. I'll put it here. So guys, you can find her on YouTube. It's Paradise Melit. Paradise Melit. You can find her on YouTube. You can also follow her right now on Instagram and start bombarding her with questions. She would help you. You can go on her YouTube and watch all her videos. Make sure that you've watched all her videos so that you don't keep asking the same thing. Watch all her
Exactly.
videos
Yes,
first.
like
Then
you first start with the process. When you start with the process, it's very easy. And if you're hooked or you have any question, just ask me. But don't tell me, please help me when you've not started. You have to
exactly.
contact the MQRIC. They will respond to you within 2 days, and then they would grade your mark, your certificate, and you go from there. It's very easy. You don't need, there is no agent, agent here like UK. We don't have it here in Malta. You have to do it yourself.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. How is racism in Malta?
I'll tell you, minimal.
Un poquito, huh?
Yes, minimal, because I'm here for 12 years now, and I have been enjoying it. Like, I've been having more goods than bad, to tell you the truth. Just few, even in the hospital. Could you imagine that even the Maltese prefer foreign nurses to Maltese? Because they think that foreign nurses take care of their jobs more. Why? Because we want to be retained, so we want to do everything. We want to do everything good. So they prefer the foreign nurses than the Maltese. So it has been amazing. Like, if you know what you're doing, if you respect their culture, if you respect their laws, you are good.
Okay,
You're
one
good.
final question. I see a few questions here, but let me ask you this. Any idea of scholarship programs in Malta?
Yes. So,
Okay.
let me tell you, there are a lot. I'll tell you few, maybe 5. I wrote
Okay.
down. There is the Endeavor Scholarship. The Endeavor
Endeavor,
Scholarship.
wait,
Yes.
calm down.
Sorry.
People like scholarship. Okay, Endeavor, yeah?
Yeah, Endeavor Scholarships, which is for both
That's
EU,
ENDAVOUR, yeah?
ENDEAVOR.
OVR, okay. Endeavor Scholarship, okay?
Yeah, and this is for both EU and third country national. Okay.
Endeavor Scholarship, okay?
And all these things I'm going to talk about, these scholarships, you will find it with the Ministry of Education.
Education.
Yes, their website.
Okay.
So this one is funded by the Ministry of Education, and this scholarship is all about what is needed in Malta's labor market and economy. So applicants must follow the guidelines and fit into the desired profile of the valuable member of the industry. For example, for you to be eligible for this scheme, you have to be like international nurses must submit 2 short essays about how their studies will benefit Malta's labor market.
You know what? Can you just list the scholarships? If they have questions, they will come and meet you. So just list them. Because no, I'm a big, I'm big, huge on trying to do your own work yourself as well.
Yeah.
Not ahead. So you have. So Endeavor
So,
Scholarship is one. Which are
yes,
the other ones?
Endeavor Scholarship is one, and we have also the TESS Scholarship, which is Tertiary Education Scholarship Scheme.
TES or TFS?
TESS, sorry.
TEFS Scholarship, okay?
No, TESS Scholarship.
Oh, TESS Scholarship.
Yes, Tertiary Education Scholarship Scheme.
Okay, TESS Scholarship, okay. What's the
Yes.
next one?
And then the next one is University of Malta Postgraduate Scholarship.
University of Malta Postgraduate Scholarship.
And then the other one is Malta Sports Scholarship Scheme.
Okay, and Malta Sports.
Yes, scholarship scheme. And the 5th and the last one is Malta Arts Scholarship.
Malta Arts Scholarship.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, these are huge. One question that has come up here: how long does it take to get PR and citizenship?
Depends on how fast you pursue it. For example, if you live here in Malta for 10 years, and for example, for the 5 years, you will get a permanent resident. If you don't apply for the permanent resident, which before you apply for the permanent resident, you should know how to speak Maltese. You understand me? You have to know, because they feel that speaking Maltese will make you know their culture. Also, obviously, is true. So you have to, although English is their official language, we speak English everywhere. The television is in English, all those things. But most of their elderly people or elderly residents, they speak Maltese. Okay, so for example, being employed directly by the government, we were given 1 year to pass medical Maltese language.
Okay.
So we studied, they gave us the chance, we studied, and you have to write an exam and you pass, and you have to know the basic. It's not much, it's just the basics they're expecting from you, at least to communicate and also understand. So it depends on how soon you get this thing, and then you apply for the permanent residence. When you have the permanent residence, within 10 years, you're eligible for the citizenship.
Speak small Maltese to us. Small Maltese.
Kipinti.
You there?
Kipinti. How are you?
All right, guys, that's how to move to Malta. Okay, you've heard how she moved to Malta. You've heard how you can move to Malta if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're someone who's skilled with handwork. Blue-collar jobs can also move down to Malta. You've heard at least 5 scholarships you can apply for in Malta. You can find her on Paradise-Melit on YouTube, and you can also follow her right now on Instagram, and you can send her DMs. She's available to answer your questions. Just make sure that you've watched the videos on our YouTube channel and then come for questions. Okay, so guys, I can't do more than that. You can't say that I've not helped you now. I have helped you. So this is how to move to Malta. I will leave this video on my feed, and it will also be on my YouTube channel, so you can watch it anytime you want. Paradise, thank you very much for talking to us and educating people on how to move to Malta. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so say bye-bye in Maltese. Say bye-bye in Maltese.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.